Hello, and welcome to another episode of Compass. This is the third in a four-part series. My name is Petamini, retired astronaut, and today we are focused on the direction of east. As I mentioned before in the previous installments, we covered the West Gate, coming in through the West Gate, the energy of the West Gate, water, and then moving up north, thinking about the North Star, the guiding light, sending our prayers to the north for courage, for a place of coming from our heart, for love, and now into the east. So with the east you have the rising of the sun. So there's oftentimes a lot of symbology of the east as having a lot of power. Sometimes this power is represented, at least within the Lakota teachings that I've received, has to do with contrast. So, for instance, we're always working clockwise in the Lakota ceremonies. We're passing things clockwise, we're moving clockwise. We're being very conscious about the flow of energy between people, between in the spaces, between people and objects. And therefore, so it's also important at times too to have things coming in the opposite direction, and it's for the purpose of teaching and allowing the contrast then to be seen, and for lessons to be received in that way. So the East Gate is very vital, and I think probably in terms of anecdotal, probably one of the more powerful teachings I've ever received around the East Gate would have to be when we're at the Sundance ceremony. And the Heyoka enters from the East Gate and does healing. And the healing is oftentimes a bit, well, it's much different. The practice of the Heyoka, which is a whole other thing inside itself. I mean, the Heyoka is very special medicine. And the Heyoka medicine people, because of their ability to kind of step in and out between the dimensions and be able to kind of flip the perceptions of what's going on. The Heyoka have this incredible ability to come through the East Gate and to provide teachings and that are different than others that we might receive, because they're working in contrast. So they can play with figures of the shadow and darkness, and they can look at the things that otherwise might be too hard to view. The East Gate is definitely a precursor to the South, which has to do with healing. It allows us an opportunity to see things in a different light, to see things within their shadow and light form, and also to come to different conclusions than we might have presumed when we started out on our journey. So for me, when I think about the East Gate, I think about the animals of the East Gate, one of whom is extremely important, and that's the eagle. The eagle is, within the Lakota, is associated in the East Gate. And the eagle flies higher than any other bird and is very revered for its medicine, for its guidance, for its perception of an elevated state of where things are. So that's a brief little teaching around the East Gate. We're now moving down into the South Gate, which will be in the next installment. Looking forward to that. This is Petamini signing off. What is it? Nanu? No. Live long and prosper.